Before we talk about goals, and before we talk about vision boards, and even before we talk about January 1st, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like the new year was approaching and instead of excitement, you felt pressure? Not because you don't want growth, but because the expectation to get it right feels heavier than the hope itself. If that's you, pause. You're not behind. You're not late. And you're allowed to choose a softer start. Today, we're not rushing into resolutions. We're creating clarity, calmly, intentionally, and on purpose. Hello to all, and welcome back to Office Optimism with me, Sharala. Your weekly pause, your reset, and your reminder that progress doesn't have to be loud to be meaningful. Today, we're talking about how to reset, refocus, and walk into the new year with clarity and confidence, without burnout, without pressure, and without waiting on January to give us permission. Let's start with the reset, letting go before moving forward. So often we try to plan the future while still carrying the weight of the past year. Unfinished goals, unmet expectations, quiet disappointment that we don't always name. And here's something important. Research consistently shows that reflection and mental clarity improves follow-through more than motivation alone. Clarity fuels consistency. So before we ask what's next, we ask, what am I still holding? Resetting doesn't mean that you failed. It means that you're wise enough to release what no longer fits. Sometimes the most powerful reset sounds like, that chapter taught me what I needed to learn, and then we turn the page. Now, let's talk about refocus, choosing what matters most. Most people don't need more goals. They don't need more direction. Behavioral research tells us that people are more successful when goals align with personal values, not external expectations. In other words, if your goals require a brand new personality, we're adjusting. Instead of asking, what do I want to achieve? Try asking, what deserves my energy this year? What season am I in right now? And what does success feel like? Not just look like. Refocusing is about choosing intention over noise, clarity over comparison, alignment over urgency. Now we are primed to discuss ready, walking forward with confidence. Here's the truth. Confidence doesn't come from having everything figured out. It comes from alignment, from knowing this steps make sense to me. And let me say this clearly. Starting early isn't rushing, it's listening. You don't need January 1st to begin showing up differently. You just need honesty and one aligned step forward. Think of readiness like this. One habit that you want to build, one boundary that you want to honor, and one belief that you're carrying into the new year. That's not pressure, that is purpose. So let's take a moment for your joyful point, your 1-minute clarity reset. Wherever you are, exhale. Now, name one thing that you're leaving behind this year. A thought, a pattern, a pressure that no longer serves you. Name one thing that you're prioritizing. A value, a relationship, or your own well-being. And name one word that you want to carry into the new year. Let that word guide your choices, not your expectations. Breathe that in and let it settle. You don't need all the answers. You just need your next aligned step. We've now made it to the Office Optimism focal point. As you move towards the new year, remember this. You don't have to rush into becoming someone new. You're allowed to arrive as yourself, clearer, calmer, and more intentional. You're not behind. You're becoming. If this episode helped you breathe a little easier or gave you permission to think about the new year differently, please like, subscribe, and share this episode with someone who might need a softer start too. You never know who this message could reach. Thank you for spending time with me today. And until next time, keep shining. Bye-bye.